Now, what's going on with you today? Hope you're doing good. I want to talk a little bit about this recent Ice Spice story. Ice Spice is actually getting sued. That's right. Somebody decided to file a lawsuit against Ice Spice. So I want to talk a little bit about that today and tell you exactly what's going on. Now, Ice Spice, the Munch Queen, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with the name. She's been one of the most talked about things on the internet for the last 12 months, ever since she blew up last year. So Ice Spice is actually getting taken to court right now, and it's for a copyright infringement lawsuit. So the rapper who filed this lawsuit is an artist by the name of D Chambers, who's out of Brooklyn. He claims that Ice Spice's song, In Her Mood, is strikingly similar to a record that he dropped titled In That Mood that he released in 2021. So before we continue, how about we play a very short little snippet of his song, and then we'll play a very, very short little snippet of Ice Spice record. And I want you to listen. I want you to be the judge. Do they sound similar? Do they not sound similar? Personally, I have my opinion, but I don't want to spoil it. So you listen, I'll play a very short little snippet, okay? Just very short, because I ain't trying to get caught up with the copyright and stuff. But here it is.
When I'm ready, I get in that mood. When I'm ready, I get in that mood. When I'm ready, I get in that mood.
Like damn, she in her move. Like damn, she in her move. Like damn, she in her move.
So there you had a side-by-side, very short snippet of both records. Definitely curious what you think. So let's actually go over this lawsuit and let's take a look at what this opening statement says. Ice Spice is an up-and-coming American rap artist whose popularity has grown exponentially over the past 12 months. She first gained widespread recognition after her song Munch, Feeling You, produced by Riot, that's her producer, and released in August 2022, went viral on TikTok. Since then, Ice Spice has become world famous, releasing multiple additional songs, and this is when the lawsuit gets into the actual copyright infringement. The first song published by Ice Spice in 2023 was In Her Mood, produced by Riot and officially released on January 6, 2023. In Her Mood peaked at number 58 on the Billboard's US Top 100 chart. It also reached number 192 on Billboard's Global 200 chart, number 18 on Billboard's US Hot R&B and Hip Hop Songs chart, and number 8 on Billboard's US Rhythmic chart. By all accounts, In Her Mood has been a commercial success, becoming certified as a gold record. The official music video for In Her Mood has garnered more than 45 million views on YouTube in the last 12 months since it was published on January 28, 2023, and Ice Spice performed this song during her appearance on Saturday Night Live on October 14, 2023. However, by every method of analysis, In Her Mood is a forgery copied from plaintiffs who wrote, performed, recorded, and produced their original song, In That Mood, approximately 18 months before In Her Mood made its debut. And this is when they get into the part where they compare the records in the lawsuit. To be sure, any proper comparative analysis of the beat, lyrics, hook, rhythmic structure, metrical placements, and narrative context will demonstrate that In Her Mood was copied or principally derived from In That Mood, so his song. Without limitation, the similarities between the two songs include the same hip-hop, rap genre, and drill style. Now that's undeniably correct. Similar titles and hook/chorus lyrics, and that's undeniable as well. Ice Spice record, In Her Mood, his record, In That Mood. Fragmented literal similarity given the importance of the phrase. The words In That Mood repeated 25 times in the work versus In Her Mood repeated 22 times in Her Mood. Similar placements of hooks, choruses, and words. Same entry of the hook/chorus at 13 seconds. Same repetition of In That Mood and In Her Mood 3 times in the first segment of the hook/chorus. Same use of mood as the last word in each hook/chorus, acting as point of emphasis and rest. Almost identical tempo of 142 BPM, beats per minute, in the work versus 141 beats per minute in Her Mood. Now that was pretty interesting because, they got the same title, it's the same subgenre, right? Drill. They sound very similar, I'll say that for sure. His beat is definitely more drill though. Now I think Ice Spice beat sounds way better, it's just more appealing to listen to the beat that she was rapping over. But I listened to his song and they sound pretty similar. So his lawyer got a point there. The lawsuit continues. For these reasons and others, as set forth in greater detail below, it is apparent that defendants have unlawfully exploited In That Mood, and they will have, with actual knowledge and fraudulent intent, infringed upon and continue to infringe upon plaintiffs' common law and statutory copyrights for the work, causing serious and significant injury to plaintiffs. Now, one aspect of lawsuits like this is that the person who's, filing the lawsuit, they have to show that the person who was infringing upon their rights had some type of access to their work before in order order to copy it. And one of the things that D Chambers is bringing up is, he's saying that after he shared it to his Instagram followers, the song got significant airplay on New York City radio stations, including Hot 97 and Power 105. More specifically, he stated that on one instance, Ice Spice producer, his name is Riot, he's the guy who makes pretty much all of her beats and this one as well. He allegedly posted an Instagram story of him listening to Hot 97 less than 2 minutes before, D Chambers, this guy right here, his record was played on air. And then D Chambers and his lawyer, they're also pointing out that Riot, Ice Spice producer, his father is a well-known radio personality. His name is DJ Enough. He apparently hosts a show on Hot 97 and allegedly actively engaged with D Chambers' social media content. So essentially, D Chambers and his lawyer, they're using this to say like, hey, this producer right here who made this beat for Ice Spice and Ice Spice herself, they probably knew about my song based on the things that he said. Like if Ice Spice producer's father regularly engaged with D Chambers' social media content, then obviously there's a connection right there that he can take advantage of here. I mean, especially considering the fact that his song is titled In That Mood and her song is titled In Her Mood, on top of the fact that they're both from New York and the fact that they're both making 2 drill records with a very similar sound and beat, it wouldn't really be too far-fetched in this case, right? Especially considering the fact that we're talking about New York. I mean, New York is just very tight-knit as a culture, especially in the music industry. And so you don't have to have the biggest record for other people who are way bigger than you to know about the song that you made. Now, what's funny about this case right here is that when his record came out in 2021, Ice Spice wasn't really famous yet. She was an entire year away from her blow-up, which obviously in a situation like this where he's filing this lawsuit, obviously it helps him because he could maybe even use the argument that, hey, she was an artist who was still developing. She was barely known in the city of New York during that time. And so her looking at other songs in this genre as a way to get inspired for her own music, that wouldn't be too far-fetched, Your Honor. Well, right there, he has a possible argument. I'm sure he's used something like that in this lawsuit. If he hasn't, then I guess his loss. Overall, though, the 2 records, they do sound pretty similar if you ask me. And I think mostly it's first of all the beat, second of all the cadence, third of all, the title, right? In That Mood, In Her Mood. That's damn near identical. I mean, the only real difference there is that Ice Spice record is kind of like a song for women, like damn, she in her mood. Like damn, she in her mood. She lit, get money too. I like that song. And then his song is like a raw drill record. I say that to say he might have a case depending on if he can prove that Ice Spice producer's father was engaging with his content. Then there's a connection right there and he can use that to say, hey, this is proof that they knew about my record. But then again, on Ice Spice side, they could be arguing like, hey, this is just a term that she came up with, and then the beat was inspired by not his drill record, it was inspired by the drill scene, period. That explains the similarities on the instrumental and the BPM. So he could have a case, and if he doesn't, I don't think it was a waste because, hey, you got a lot of free publicity, my brother. So in the end, it worked. Anyway, Ice Spice is getting sued. Any thoughts on this topic? What do you guys think about this? Do you guys think D Chambers has a case? Do you think the song sounds similar or not, considering the title similarities and the cadence and the instrumental similarities? Do you guys think that his record was copied? Definitely curious to hear what you have to say. With that being said, I'll catch you in the comment section below, but most importantly of all, I'll catch you on the next one. Have a blessed day. Peace. I'm out.